All right, welcome everyone. Today we're going to go over how to list a few books on one of the sites I post them on, Alibris, and the site puts them on a number of different sites directly for me, so I don't need to manually go over and list inventory on other sites, and I also don't need to update inventory. And so I like to use Alibris. There is a monthly fee if your volume gets to a certain level. Otherwise, if you're selling less than 20 books a month, you can just opt in for a basic program and you pay an extra dollar for every sale that you get. So you just need to pay attention to that and calculate that in. And so you can go in and sign up for a seller account. And once you've done that and added all of your information, you can add a book. Now, when I go to add books, I've already sourced these books. I know what I want. I know that there's a little bit of profit in them. Some of them I just got so cheap that it's an easy gamble for me to pay 10 or 15 cents and get a book that might not sell for a while, but if and when it does sell, I can make 20 to 50 bucks. So we call those long tail items. And so what we're going to do is take a look at a couple items. I use Amazon to help price comparison and check out its sales ranking. I'll point that out when we get into this. I also have an Alibris tab open so I can look at what the sale price of this market is going for. And then for this exercise, I'm opened up a Amazon revenue calculator. That'll just give us a rough idea if we were to sell this on Amazon for these same prices, what we'd expect to get out of it. So it's roughly about the same as what we'd get out of Alibris. So first thing we do is we go into our inventory and we tell it that we want to add an item. And once we've added an item or open this page up, I've got a barcode scanner and I just scan the barcode. This basic information comes up. I don't know where I want to price this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and just run it through Amazon and then open up a page inside of Alibris as well. So inside of Alibris, which is the marketplace that I'm going to be listing this on, the lowest price is $5.83 plus shipping, and then average price is $8.49. All of these are half price books, and they're just in different regions. And so half price books is pretty well set the price at $8.49. So that's what we'll go with. And if we want to see what we make at $8.49, we can go over to this revenue calculator and type in $8.49. This particular book I gave, we'll say a quarter for. And so I can go into this calculator and go to cost of goods and add in whatever values that I need to, extra shipping costs, or say I make a little bit of money on shipping. What's this all going to be? And so at this price, I'm going to make approximately $4.18 of profit. So I come back over to listing this particular book is this it doesn't have any markings. The corners are pretty crisp. There's no scuffs, or I would consider it in very good condition. Inside of my listing template, I already have some of these things preset because I don't like to buy books in poor condition unless they're high dollar. And so, like trade paperback, I can go over and switch to hardcover or spiral bound. And so I go in and I add my price of $8.49. If I want to add any notes, I can do this. I just don't even find myself doing that anymore. I can add a cost. If there is details that you need to put in, signed by previous owner, the corners are rubbed, there's highlighting and underlining and notes, you want to go ahead and type that in this general notes area. But so I've just scanned this in, compared the prices, added the price and added the cost, and I add this, and presto, I am done with that. All right, so this book on Amazon, when we open Amazon up, we've got to pay attention to which format it opens up to. So here it opened to Kindle, and we want to compare like items. So we want to go ahead and shift this over to paperback because that's what it is. And we come down, check out the sales ranking, and this is 711,000. Now, the closer to zero, the higher the velocity of the book sales go. And so in this case, there's 10 million books, maybe 15 million books in the book category, and 700,000 is closer to zero than 10 million or what have you. So this shows that it has sold recently. I won't get too much into that right now. And then if we want to go in and look at the prices here on Amazon, I can go and look at the used prices, and this will tell me if there's shipping available, free shipping from Amazon, or if I have to pay for shipping. And so once again, I want to compare like items. So I might as well go over to Alibris, which is where I'm going to list this at. And over here, we have a couple in very good condition, which is where mine is at. They're at $3 and $5.50. A couple in like new and very good condition at $10.91 and $11.08. I'll go ahead and just slide mine in at $7.99. It'll get it in the middle of all of that. It's in good condition, so, or pardon me, very good condition. And that leaves me about pardon me, that should leave me about $4 or $5 profit on this. This particular book I picked up at a library sale, 12 books for $1, so I think that's what, 8 cents or so. They practically gave it to me. Once the primary language, you just come up in this drop down, and this particular program doesn't always grab the language. All right, so DC Confidential over on Alibris, mine's in very good condition. $8, $9.52 for like new, $10.01 for very good. One thing that you can pay attention to as well is the seller feedback. If my feedback blows away other sellers, then I can price my items higher. And so with this, very good, $8. That works for me. My feedback's better than theirs. I forget what I paid. I'll just go ahead and leave that blank. It's not that big of a deal to me. And so when you get on a roll with this, remember I've already sifted through the books and know that these are books that I'm interested in listing. So this particular book, used, starts at $15.89 on Amazon. It has a sales ranking of 1.4 million. On Alibris, the lowest price is $15.87. I'm happy to get $15.87 out of this. Oh, and this doesn't want to grab this, so I will come do some things to see if... All right, so that doesn't want to list. I'll go ahead and put that to the side for the moment. All right, so this book, it's a foreign book, makes it a little bit unique. There's a lot less foreign books here that I bump into, and so the ones that you do come across can have a higher value just because it's in a foreign language. So brand new, this thing's $7.56. Very good is $6.99 from Half Price Books. I'll go ahead and price mine in at $6.99. And then the primary language is Spanish. This came from the library sale, 12 for $1. This one came from the library sale, 12 for $1. If I already know that I want these things, and I don't necessarily need to check the sales velocity on Amazon, I can just come directly into Alibris and compare like items. So here's one like new, which mine's not quite in that good a condition. I'd put mine in very good condition. A couple small blemishes, but $21. So here, I'll just go $19.99. The thing is, you just really have to put a price up somewhere. One more from the bag sale. Lowest price on Alibris is $33.67 for brand new. Another one for $49 brand new, and then some used start in at 65 bucks. I paid 8 cents for this. Over on Amazon, if we check this out to see how fast it moves, remember to check the proper format, paperback in this case. 1.3 million. Yeah, people have bought this recently. So I will go ahead and price mine at 33. We'll go $31.99. And so we'll say over here on this revenue calculator, so I paid 8 cents for this. I go search a new item, put the item in, and what did we say, $31.99. And the book cost me 8 cents. And so I'll have a net profit of $24.32 and a 76% net margin. So for 8 cents, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. I'll go ahead and take a gamble on little things like this right here that have a decent payout like that. This one doesn't have a barcode on it, but it does have an ISBN. All right, we have two options here, and I want to say that this is the lower option. Let's see, and then I'll just copy and paste this in my other windows. So $14.98 up to $30. Mine's free markings, tight binding, 62 bucks used. So let's check Amazon where we're at with that. $14.93 used and acceptable, up into the $20 range. Check the sales ranking, so we're in the right format of paperback. We go down into the details down here, product details, and the bestseller rank comes up. And so yeah, the sales rank of this is 1.3 million. That means it moves semi-regularly. If it maintained a sales rank of that, I'd say it's moving about 3 to 5 a month at least. There's ways to measure that, and websites that can track exactly where every sale happened at. So What would we say we want to price this at? I do want to compare things to Amazon sometimes because people will go from one marketplace and go look at another marketplace. And then another thing, you can notice that some of these sellers are the same. So like we have Ivy Lee Books and Seattle Goodwill. And then if we come over here, we have Seattle Goodwill. And so we can track people's inventory and exactly where they're at with stuff. All right, so I mean, $14.98. I want to sell mine. All right, about 4 or 5 more books. All right, so very good, $9.49, both half-price books. Got a couple other good people in here. Their feedback isn't as good as mine. We check the sales ranking of this. 127,000. So this book moves. It's selling fairly regularly, multiple copies a week if it maintains that velocity. So we'll go back, and $9.49 seems like a fair price to pay. If we come over to the calculator, I forget Alibris's exact fees right now. I think Amazon's fees are a little bit higher. I forget what I paid for this, but even if I paid $1 for this, I'm making $3.43 profit, or a 300% return, and it moves fast. Most of my books, I mean, I really give less than 50 cents, less than a quarter for most all of them. And do we say $8.49? $9.49. So change that to $9.49 on the calculator, and we'll make an extra buck on that. $5.28 payout. I used to type in a lot of description notes. I had copy and paste pages where I would just have preset things that I started typing, or I could go over and copy. Has highlighting, underlining, and notes. Pages are dog-eared. But once again, I pretty much stay away from a lot of that now. I just post stuff, slap it up, and move on. All right, use 3 for $12.95 starting. There's no sales rank on this. Probably because, I mean, it's sold, but yeah, there's something going on with why it doesn't have a sales rank. And so this is new at $23.72. So I'll just price mine at $19.99. I mean, this is a memoir. Good luck somebody buying that. I'll just say it's in good condition. All right, so this book, River City Empire, at $17.25. It's in like new. Mine's in very good condition. There's a handful of copies. It gets new is $17.64. We go over to Amazon, and this has a sales ranking of 754,000 in books. And so say we sell it for $17.25. save $1 for this book. So I'll make $10.87 profit. Say $16.99, that drops me in at the lowest price. Now, a couple of these books, when you come across little pockets of similar information, these I got from a Goodwill store. The books were, I think, $1.29 for paperback and $2.29 for hardcovers. This one, for some reason, I saw something in it when I bought it. $100,000. So yeah, it's going to sell quick. I mean, I'll make $3 or so on it. So yeah, $641. I'll just slide it in at. Primary language. So this one, like I said, you come across little pockets of books, and some of them are just unique. And so matrix algebra for linear mode, the lowest price on Alibris, a digital copy you can get for $95, a brand new copy $115, and used starts in at $197. Over on Amazon, used starts at $152, new starts at $112. Now this has a sales ranking of 5 million. Okay, nobody's looking for this book. It's a specialty buy. When somebody's looking for it, they'll go out and get I mean, it might sell one a year, if that. And so if we come over and check the calculator, let's see what we'd sell it for on $114, we'll say. $115.84. Pays out $95. I have $2 invested in this. It takes me just a moment to get this thing posted. This doesn't have a dust jacket. I need to make sure that I have it preset, if it's a hardcover, that a dust jacket is set. This wants me to verify that a high dollar item is being entered, and I recognize that, so it wasn't a typo. All right, lowest price $56.64. This has a sales ranking of 6 million. Once again, this is a long tail book. I paid $2 for this. If I get $56 for this, at $54.71, I will be paid out $43.71 minus my $2 cost. One more book. Lowest price on Alibris, 24 bucks, 30 bucks, 49 bucks. Over on Amazon, verify that we have the correct format, paperback. Its sales ranking is 3,400,000. Pretty far out. It has moved semi recently, but something else with the James Webb Telescope being launched. A lot of people take interest in certain categories like this. That was something I took into account when I made a few of these purchases. And we'll just say we'll go in at $49.99. And at $49.99, I gave $1.29 for this. I'll make $39.70 profit minus the buck. All right, so that's how easy it is to get some books listed. Sourcing books, we can go over that at another time. Appreciate everybody taking the time and viewing this. Liking, commenting, and subscribing, that all helps. Come join the Facebook group. We have pretty active posts and creative ideas being shared daily. There's a fuel rewards guide that I wrote a few years back. It's posted in there for free. Shows you how I get fuel for less than a penny a gallon. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.